The Adventures of Willow the Woodland Fairy. Deep in the heart of an enchanted forest lived a tiny woodland fairy named Willow. Willow had shimmering green wings, hair the color of sunlight, and a kind heart that made her loved by all the forest creatures. She spent her days helping animals, guiding lost travelers, and tending to the magical plants that made the forest so vibrant. One morning, as Willow watered the glowing moonflowers, a squirrel named Pip scurried up to her. "Willow, Willow," he chattered. "The silver stream has stopped flowing. Without it, the forest will wither." Willow's wings fluttered in alarm. The silver stream was the lifeblood of the forest, nourishing its plants and creatures. If it stopped, the entire forest would be in danger. "I'll find out what happened," Willow said, determination sparkling in her eyes. She grabbed her tiny satchel, filled it with pixie dust, and set off toward the stream. As Willow followed the dry riverbed, she noticed the usually lively forest was eerily quiet. The trees seemed droopy, the flowers were wilting, and even the birds were silent. After hours of searching, Willow reached the source of the stream, a beautiful crystal spring tucked between mossy rocks. But something was wrong. The spring was blocked by a giant, tangled web of thorny vines. How did this happen? Willow wondered aloud. She tried tugging at the vines, but they were too thick and prickly for her small hands. Just then, a deep voice rumbled behind her. "Who dares disturb my vines?" Willow turned to see a grumpy old troll sitting on a rock. His green skin was covered in moss, and his eyes glowed like embers. He was the guardian of the forest's edge, a reclusive creature who rarely ventured out. "Please, sir," Willow said bravely. "The vines are blocking the silver stream, and the forest is suffering. Can you remove them?" The troll huffed. "These vines are enchanted, little fairy. Only a pure heart and great courage can untangle them." Willow's wings trembled, but she stood tall. "I'll do whatever it takes to save the forest." The troll raised an eyebrow, impressed by her determination. "Very well," he said, "but be warned. The vines will test you." As Willow approached the thorny wall, she noticed the vines began to move, writhing like snakes. One vine lashed out, whispering, "You're too small to save the forest." Willow took a deep breath. "I may be small, but my heart is strong." She sprinkled a pinch of pixie dust on the vine, and it dissolved into golden sparkles. Encouraged, she moved forward, facing each vine's taunts and fears with kindness and bravery. "You'll fail," hissed one vine. "You can't do this alone," growled another. "I'm never truly alone," Willow replied, thinking of her forest friends who believed in her. With each challenge, Willow's courage grew, and the vines unraveled one by one. Finally, the last vine disintegrated, and the spring began to flow again, sparkling like liquid silver. The troll clapped his mossy hands. "You've proven yourself, little fairy. Your courage and kindness are stronger than any magic." The silver stream flowed freely once more, bringing life back to the forest. Flowers bloomed, animals rejoiced, and the trees stood tall again. Willow returned home as a hero, her heart glowing with pride. From that day on, Willow was not just the woodland fairy, but the protector of the forest, proving that even the smallest beings can make the biggest difference.